from Studio G in the heart of what's left of this great country. I'm Steve Gruber, fighting for you every day from the foxhole of freedom. I am relentless in pursuit of the truth. Thank you for being here. It's the Steve Gruber Show. Here are three big things you need to know this hour. Number one, a new report says 22 congressional seats could have been awarded through fraud. I think the number is much higher. I've been warning you about this for at least 6 years. Number two, in a major blow to leftists everywhere, J.P. Morgan Chase, BlackRock, and State Street have all announced they will be dismantling their disastrous ESG woke policies in return to focusing on making money. What a concept. And number three, wow, what a day in Fulton County, Georgia on Thursday. Fani Willis, her former lover, the man she chose to prosecute former President Donald Trump in one of the many attacks on the former president, where Democrats are using lawfare to eliminate the leading candidate of their chief rival. Wow. It's top of mind today. And as you know, it is Free for All Friday as well, so get your phones dusted off. The Common Sense Hotline, 877-310-9966. Lets you get hurt anywhere in America. Not many rules, of course, just keep it clean. It's a family show. You can let your emotions rip, but not the bad words, okay? That's the deal. Just keep it clean. Common Sense Hotline, 877-310-9966. Just a few minutes, we're going to be getting painfully honest. So call in, tell my man Nathan your name, your topic, where you're from, 877-310-9966. Lots to discuss. The CIA, under the direction of Barack Obama and its director John Brennan, used the intel agency and foreign spies to target President Trump and 26 of his associates even after he was elected. The border is wide open. The economy is bumpy and consumer debt higher than ever. Plus disease X, 2 wars, and the threat of Iran. I'm thinking we can find something to talk about this Friday. But first, let's hear from the fiery and emotional testimony of Fani Willis. Fani Willis, here she is.
And so for many, many years, I have kept money in my house. That money in my worst days has probably only been $500 or $1,000. At my best days, I probably had $15,000 in my house cash. At all times, there's going to be cash in my house or wherever I'm laying my head.
The money that you paid Mr. Wade, the cash, in October of 2022, you do not know where that money came from.
I do know where it came from. It came from my sweat and tears.
You know which job it came from. Did it come from Fulton County or did it come from a private job?
It came from, what are you talking about? So it could have come from a private job because before I was DA, I was in private practice. So I earned money during that time period that's probably in there.
You don't know
could have. What do you mean I don't know where it came from? I
understand the situation. We can move on.
Okay.
That's the way it went. And the judge had to rein in Fani Willis several times during her emotional and fiery testimony yesterday. I want to go to Bite 15. I want to jump out of order here. I want to jump to Bite 15 because there's a campaign ad that was just shared. Do we have that? If not, we can wait. There it is. All right, so we have this campaign ad. Why should you vote for Fani Willis, right? Why should you vote for her? This is part of her run-up to being elected DA. It's interesting what she has to say. Listen.
Because they deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees. Because they deserve a DA that won't put money in their own pocket when it should go to benefit children. Because we deserve better.
Oh, we deserve better. A DA that won't have sex with their employees. Check. And won't take money. Check, check. Seems that Fani Willis lost her way a little bit. All right, Common Sense Hotline, 877-310-9966. We're going to start in Texas with David. David, welcome to the program. You start us off today. David?
Flying around and everything else. Can you hear me, sir?
I can. Go ahead.
Hello? Yes, sir. Good morning. This word insurrection, and it keeps being thrown around. Well, if you take our Constitution and you in the federal Constitution and compare that to what D.C. and how they operate and everything now, they're not even an official, legitimate government in the first place. So how can you have an insurrection against a Washington, D.C. today whenever it's the terms are defined what insurrection is? If we go up to remove all these guys out of Washington, D.C. and pull that tyrannical government out of place, this is not insurrection. This is a restoration of our federal constitutional government if we had gone up there and removed all those people.
But none of that even happened, right? I mean, let's be honest. It's the most remarkable insurrection in world history that nobody was armed. An incredible thing that is.
Exactly.
Yeah. David, thank you for checking in. Greatly appreciate it. Good stuff to start off with here today. We're going to stay in Texas. John is in Texas as well. John, how are you?
I'm doing good, Steve.
Good. What's on your mind?
Well, I called you 2 weeks ago and told you about counting buses full of illegals rolling up the roads.
Oh, yeah.
And, I was in Devine, Texas. Had to go to Walmart. I don't like shopping there because they're Satan, but I digress. I went by a little gas station that's sort of a truck stop, but there was several buses. I filmed it. I tried to send it to you, but Facebook won't allow it through Messenger. But they're swapping buses now where they pull in with the white unmarked buses.
Right.
And then they unload probably close to 100 off each bus onto marked buses like Greyhounds and tourist lines. And then they're moving them northwards into San Antonio now.
So basically trying to disguise what they're doing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd call you and let you know, and I appreciate you, brother.
John, thank you very much for the update. Look, they're moving them everywhere. And by the way, an update for you guys. I'm headed to the border. I'll be in McAllen, Texas, coming Sunday. I'll have a look around for myself and that stretch of real estate, meeting with some different people, discussing the border. We'll have ICE people, Border Patrol people. The mayor of Miami will be there with me, Francis Suarez, and others. So we got a lot going on, and I need to see it. I haven't seen it in a couple of years, so I'm going back for a refresher course. I'll be sharing that with you live here. Starting Monday, we'll be live from the border for a couple of days before we go to CPAC. Dave is on the line in Indiana. Dave, how are you today?
Doing fine, Steve.
What's on your mind?
My question is about judicial reform. How can these state and county prosecutors go after a federal employee?
What do you mean?
Like they're charging Trump.
Well, they're far afield, to say the least. And look, the problem with everything we saw yesterday with Fani Willis, there's everything wrong with it. And the problem is this. She's probably not going to get taken off the case. And even if she does, they'll just push somebody else in there. They're not going to let Trump off the hook on this. But it does create big problems for them, Dave. Big problems. And look, it's far afield, to say the least. And I'll leave it there. Greg is in the state of Indiana. Greg, how are you today? Greg, good morning.
Yeah, I was wondering if we attack Iran's oil fields, you think they'll attack ours? We got so many people in this country, we don't know who they are.
Well, Greg, it's a good question. It's one that deserves some attention, and it's simply this. We have not attacked Iran's oil fields because Joe Biden can't afford gas to be $5 a gallon. And that's what would happen. If you shook up the world oil supply by bombing Iran's oil fields, gas would be $5 a gallon by the time we got to Election Day. So he won't do that. As far as people in this country, yeah, everything is in danger. Our infrastructure, our power supply, our production of energy at all levels, whether it's oil or gas or natural gas. The electricity, we've seen how easy it is to take out substations. Storms can do it. People can do it. We'll take a break and continue here with Free for All Friday, 877-310-9966, 877-310-9966. Hoping to hear from people all over the country for the rest of this hour. I'll be right back.